What's up, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. You see the suit, so you know what time it is. That's right, it's time to announce more Marvel Omnis coming out in 2024. So let's go ahead and get started. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel for sending us advance notice of both of these reprints coming out in 2024. So we are bringing the suit back and talking about some Marvel releases, and we're kicking it off with these two announcements. But before I go any further, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. Let others know where you get your breaking news in the world of the Marvel Collected Edition. And by all means, stay away from the comment section if you want to be surprised. Then afterwards, have at it. Let us know what you think of the covers and the choices of reprints this time around. So let's go ahead and start with the month of February of 2024. I am wearing a Spider-Man tie, and I usually tell people don't look at the ties or the poses that I do in the thumbnails. It's not really a hint, unless it is a hint. And it is a hint this time around, because it is my pleasure to get to announce, finally, voted by you all, Spider-Man the Ben Reilly Omnibus Volume 2, coming out in February of 2024. This is the new printing. So let's take a look at the standard edition cover first. So this standard edition cover is supplied by John Romita Jr., and it is the one that they use for the previous printing. And John Romita Jr. was the big artist that was taking over the book towards the tail end of the series. So this is the tail end of the series. We've had a reprint of Spider-Man Ben Reilly Volume 1. We had a reprint of Spider-Man Clone Saga Volume 1. So this would be kind of like Volume 4 of the Clone Saga. So let's talk about what's collected in here. This collects Sensational Spider-Man 4 through 11, Amazing Spider-Man 411 to 418, Spider-Man, that's adjectiveless Spider-Man 68 to 75, Spectacular Spider-Man 234 to 241, Spider-Man Unlimited 12 through 14, Spider-Man Redemption 4-issue miniseries, Daredevil 354, Spider-Man Team Up 4 through 5, Spider-Man Revelations, and that's the extras from that trade paperback that came out a couple of years after the 4-issue Revelations event. Spider-Man The Osborn Journal, and Spider-Man 101 Ways to End the Clone Saga, and Dead Man's Hand. The book has 1,304 pages, and it comes out in February. So let's take a look at the direct market cover. So this direct market cover is supplied by John Romita Jr. And I don't know if it's going to be one of those widescreen covers where it's just on the front, or if it's going to be a wraparound cover. But if it's anything like the Wolverine direct market cover of Omnibus Volume 4, I believe it is going to be a wraparound cover, and that is an awesome image. I've always been a big fan of. I believe that comes from issue 75. So in here, you are going to have the works of John Romita Jr., you're going to have the works of Luke Ross, and you're going to have the works of Derek Robertson, Mike Zeck, Joe Bennett, Steve Scrooge, Sal Buscema, and Mark Bagley, of course, and Mike Wieringo. The writings in here of Howard Mackey, Dan Jurgens, Todd DeZago, Tom DeFalco, J.M. DeMatteis, Evan Skolnick, and Carl Kessel, just to name a few of the writers that wrote these particular stories. So this is, like I said, the tail end of the Clone Saga. This is where everything gets wrapped up. So we've had a reprint of Volumes 1 of Ben Reilly. Now we're getting a Volume 2. We had a reprint of the Clone Saga. But where is that new printing of the Clone Saga Volume 2? Well, you all did vote for that one. And that one is coming out in March of 2024. That's right, Spider-Man, The Clone Saga Omnibus Volume 2, the new printing comes out March of 2024. So let's take a look at your standard edition cover first. So this standard edition cover is supplied by Sal Buscema, our pal Sal, who was one of the artists on this book during this particular time. So let's find out what is collected in this omnibus. So in here you have Amazing Spider-Man 402 to 406, Adjective of Spider-Man 59 to 63, Spectacular Spider-Man 225 to 229, Web of Spider-Man 126 to 129, the Super Special Venom, the New Warrior 61 through 66 in here, because that's back when the Scarlet Spider was a part of that team, the Jackal Files, Maximum Clonage Alpha and Omega, Spider-Man Unlimited number 10, Spider-Man Team Up number 1, Spider-Man The Lost Years 3-issue miniseries, and Spider-Man The Parker Years. So that is what's collected in this book, 1,288 pages. Now, before I go any further, talking about the creative teams and the particular stories in here, let's take a look at the direct market cover. So the direct market cover here is one of my favorite images by Mark Bagley. So it shows the Scarlet Spider-Man versus Spider-Man right there. And only one is the true Spider-Man. Maybe. Well, you can find out by reading the book itself. So this is one that came out in 2017 and then went out of print. Only had one print run. You all voted for it to be reprinted, and here we finally are, coming out in March of 2024. So you have the writings in here of J.M. DeMatteis and David Michelinie, Terry Cavanagh, Todd DeZago, some of the writers in there, Mark Bagley, Sal Buscema doing some of the artwork, as well as Luke Ross supplying some of the artwork. So a lot of talent went into this particular book. So this is volume 2 of the Clone Saga, and then you're also getting Ben Reilly volume 2. And like I mentioned, that is actually volume 4. This is why I do reading orders. But yes, now all of the Spider-Man Clone Saga is actually coming back to print in 2024. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about the content. Let me know what you think about the 2 reprints this time around. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. Smash that like button on the way out. Thank you again to Marvel for listening to our top 20 most wanted Marvel Omni reprints. Everyone, stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.